Now on with the action, and for a change yesterday we joined our colleagues from Granada TV at Anfield, home of European champions Liverpool, for their attractive looking fixture with Laurie McMenamin's Southampton. The Kop is in good voice for the visit of Southampton, and Liverpool just stringing their games together in recent weeks. They've gone 6 matches unbeaten, while Southampton themselves have lost none of their last 4. A familiar face here at Anfield, that of Alan Ball. He's 36 and this is 688th league game. According to his manager Laurie McMenamy, he's in vintage form at the moment, proving that age really doesn't matter. A familiar face as well to Ball, but perhaps less familiar to football audiences up and down the country. Liverpool's new goalkeeper Bruce Grobbelaar, he played with Ball for Vancouver Whitecaps in the North American League. By all accounts, Grobbelaar had his most convincing game in Liverpool colours last Saturday when he starred in a 1-1 draw at West Bromwich Albion. The side today showing one change. Ian Rush is fit again and regains his place from David Johnson, who reverts to the substitutes bench. Well, after their UEFA Cup defeat in Lisbon, Southampton have rejigged the defence and tightened up to such an extent they haven't conceded a goal in their last 3 away games. And there's Kevin Keegan, and would you believe 2 Kevin Keegans, because the young man running out in front of the England captain is also called Kevin Keegan. What a day for him. A good Yorkshire connection with the referee today, who is Michael Peck, comes from Doncaster, though he lives in Kendal these days. And Southampton straight away in possession. You'll notice all the pit marks in the pitch, and the turf and the soil here at Anfield is in pretty poor condition, really. Now Alan Hansen, Phil Neal and Phil Thompson now just picking it up and finding Dalglish. McDermott unable to find his man there because the challenge from Holmes was a snappy one. And that's the early touch for goalkeeper Katalinic. All goalkeepers like to have hold of the ball very early in the game. There's Mike Peck from Doncaster. Oh, I think that confused just about everybody. And the first free kick of the game is conceded by Liverpool. Southampton in that change strip of Cambridge and Oxford blue. And that's a red shirt picking it up for Liverpool, and it's Ian Rush setting off. Oh, and a good ball too for Dalglish. Now Whelan inside the box, and Ronnie Whelan putting in the first shot, and a good save from Katalinic. That was a glorious ball from Ian Rush, the Welsh international, back and proving his fitness straight away. The ball to Whelan, good shot and a fine save from the Yugoslav. Malcolm Waldron, who's keeping Dave Watson out of the Southampton side at the moment. A good header on from Moran. Hansen on one of those mazy runs of his upfield, but that time he didn't direct the pass well. It's intercepted by Williams. So Liverpool's free kick, which Phil Neal takes, and oof, well, no ceremony there from Waldron on the back of Dalglish. There's Kenny Dalglish, who's rediscovered his goal-scoring flair recently. Southampton have got just about everyone back for this free kick. In fact, there isn't a player in front of the ball as Souness takes it, and quickly, and it's Holmes. Oh, not a very direct header from him. And Rush turned well, and Whelan, and that cannoned off the Southampton defender. Ronnie Whelan there, firing in a shot. The ball coming over from Graham Souness, nodded away by Holmes, who didn't really get much power behind that, and you see it falls now. Ian Rush turns ever so quickly and gets the first shot in. Keegan did get his header in that time, but Shannon had gone the other way, but he still got there. Kennedy left in with nothing. Well kept in that by Waldron. A nice little ball through from Golak to Keegan, who's got away from Hansen. Moran's in the middle, Armstrong screaming at the far post, and I think that's going to be too far. Out of play. Oh, and a corner kick given. That's the first time Keegan has got away from his marker. Southampton's corner then, they'll all go to the near post. There's Lawrence who another one. Souness really has nobody to aim at, there is only Dalglish ahead of him. And there is Dalglish. Golak, gave it away, and now there are people streaming up, and Russell will go it himself, and he's brought down. Oh, he looks in agony, doesn't he? Well, it was Ian Rush who went himself there because he really had nobody much in support, and there it is, Holmes giving away the free kick. Pretty obvious one too, and you can see what Rush feels about it. Stevie Williams wants to turn his back on it all. Liverpool are very dangerous in these sort of situations, and Rush actually taking his boot off to allow Ronnie Moran, the trainer, just to administer the treatment. There's the spray. Katalinic telling his defence just where he wants them. There's almost every number in the book there. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Rush back on his feet again. Now the wall is formed. It's a question of whether someone's going to hit it or curl it. It looks to me as though Souness will hit it. He does, and straight into the wall. From Hansen, and Holmes would have done well to have let that go straight through to Katalinic. In the end, it's left to Golak to clear the lines, and Moran has a chase on, but Thompson is ever in position. It's just starting to go from end to end. Dalglish battling and losing. No ball. Keegan. Moran's onside, he's onside, no he's not. I thought he was, the referee looked, took a long look, and I think Moran felt he was onside as well. But there's the linesman who said no, Mr. Morn. And so the Kop side release. Dalglish inside the box, Ray Kennedy, round one, if he can get it across, hit the angle. Fine effort that from the Liverpool number 5. Ray Kennedy only got 2 goals this season, and that was the through ball which caused the problems. Dalglish hustling for it with Waldron, and Kennedy did well to control the ball in that situation, and you see what happened with that cracking shot. One Ivan to another, Katalinic to Golak. Good run by Keegan again, and Hansen equal to the task. Good ball to McDermott in space. Rush stayed wide. And he might still get it at the end of it. Rush, and a good shot from Ian Rush too. Well, the
ball worked out, and it's Ian Rush cutting in from the left and trying a first-timer, and you can see just how close that was. Well, Chris Mickle got himself into a bit of bother there. Oh, Katalinic now game's underway for Kennedy. Well, an inch closer to the Liverpool number 5, and I think Southampton might have found themselves a goal now. It is, play switch to the other end, and Shannon inside the box. Good tackle from Lawrenson. Well, Katalinic there, almost costing his side. Strong header that from Nickel. Finding Souness. Lawrenson wide. Not a good ball that time from the number 3, but given away by Holmes. He'll kick himself if Liverpool score now. Ray Kennedy. 5 minutes to the intervals. Kennedy powers forward. And fine effort to what a good save. Ray Kennedy always will take on a defence, and he's got a very powerful shot on that occasion, 2 straight. Now Keegan busy, worrying as ever. And finding Armstrong, and away from Hanson. And Douglas really had nobody to pass it to then. Which is why Southampton are back in possession. Fine ball, a good run by Shannon along the wing. And it's a free kick. Gallagher fails approval of the decision. Quickly taken, and Shannon almost getting past Lawrenson, who's done some good tackling on Shannon. Clearance only as far as Whelan. Southampton really haven't afforded Liverpool much space, and McDermott has Holmes immediately on him. Thompson. And Golak's header is going to go for a corner kick. And we couldn't blame Katalinic there. Golak was cool a few moments before that. That header wasn't one of the best ones. At least taking it quickly for Souness. Got Neil thundering up alongside him. Just think how the Southampton players came out to cover. And it's going to be another corner off Shannon. Played short to Souness, this time into the middle, trying to work it back for Phil Thompson. Neil. Well, they were queuing up for a shot. Oh, that's a good pass through for Rush. Oh, and he's inside the box, and that's a brilliant effort from Ian Rush. Not a bad save either. Liverpool are like dervishes when they come forward like this. The crowd really behind them as Kennedy goes in for the header. Oh, and Katalinic is earning his money today. Ray Kennedy has been causing a few problems, but it was Ian Rush here cutting inside his side through that defence and really whacked it. And what a good save from Katalinic. And so a half-time whistle, which brings us a scoreline of Liverpool 0, Southampton 0, and it has to be said that Southampton really have closed the ranks very efficiently and allowed Liverpool very few scoring chances. So the midfield's still looking for domination of this game, and that's why we have a half-time scoreline at Anfield of Liverpool 0, Southampton 0. So we're still looking for the first goal of the game as Liverpool set us underway for the second half here at Anfield. And immediately Armstrong doing his defensive work again. And the second time, he's played very deep today, David Armstrong. There's not many midfield players do get the opportunity to get far forward at Anfield. Nicol, who's made several telling headers out of defence today, doing so again. Well, that's not a bad little ball for Dalglish. Trying to find Rush, who just miskicked, and Armstrong it was again who nicked it back. A bit of frustration on Ian Rush's face. Well won by Lawrenson. Oh, the fine pass through there for Dalglish to chase. Walter will go with him. And Dalglish perhaps feeling he was held down. Life isn't easy as a striker, as Kenny Dalglish will tell you. Keegan helping Holmes out. And holding off Neil, not McDermott. Oh, and Golak's back pass. Well, Rush was running into the space, but it was an accurate ball. Oh, Lawrenson making a mistake, and the back pass to Grobbelaar just actually over the line, so a corner to Southampton. And Lawrenson cost £900,000 in Brighton in the summer. Southampton won 2 corners in the last 2 minutes of the first half, and they've won a quick one in the second half. Southampton do play it around calmly, and Armstrong really did well to get it away. Holmes had a lot of time to make up his mind then. Given away by McDermott to his old pal Keegan. Keegan trying to set up ball. Quickly worked out again to Shannon. There's the cross for Williams and Keegan, and Williams is still onside. Oh, and he couldn't turn. Well, Kevin Keegan had the first snap, and there's Williams beating the ground. Cross from Mike Shannon causing all sorts of confusion there. Keegan getting in, and if Williams had been able to turn sharply there, he would well have scored. Long kick from Katalinic, and on from Keegan. Moran into the space and Grobbeled off his line. Kennedy making the space for Hansen. He's got Lawrenson outside him. I think he will eventually use him. He can't. Good marking again from Southampton. They really haven't given an inch. They have given away a free kick. Quickly taken. Rush just trying to dig it through for Phil Neal. For Whelan. Touch through for Dalglish. Appeals for handball. I think it really cannoned off Armstrong. Rush hammering that one into the back of Waldron. And it's Keegan who brings it away. Well, everybody's just probing for an opening, and Golak can't find one. Hansen, one of those long, mazy runs. Straight down the middle. I thought he was going to go all the way. Just fine McDermott this time. Thompson steaming up. Good fall here for Souness. And a good effort. Oh, splendid save too from Katalinic. Graham Souness firing that one in. And the goalkeeper equal to it. Well, Souness really let fly with his left foot there as he just turned inside. And Katalinic flinging himself to his left and nicking it over the top. So the corner from McDermott is long and hammered by Whelan, smack into the crowd. Well, it was Terry McDermott's little cross there. Souness didn't have much space, but when he turned inside, he found enough to hit it with his left foot, and that's the save of the match so far. Souness looking for somebody to play it to. In the end, it's Kennedy. Dalglish and now Neal coming up in support. He's got Rush out on the right. Oh, past it, swung easily, and there's the cross. Oh, and Katalinic got a touch to it, didn't make a critical save. Armstrong. And that's really nowhere. Well, Ian Rush is causing all sorts of problems with his speed down the flanks, and he left Armstrong sitting there, put in the cross, and Katalinic stretching absolutely everything, dropped the ball, but Liverpool unable to capitalise. On ball. Holmes. Oh, useful cross too for the far post. And well taken. It's Grobbelaar, the man from Zimbabwe, who has his ambition to play professional baseball, I'm told. Liverpool still looking for that crucial opening. Thompson. And Kennedy's there. Dalglish could hit it left foot. Oh, fine effort. I thought it was going to be a real screamer. It was a good effort. Phil Thompson curling that crossover. And Ray Kennedy did well there because he just chested it down. And Dalglish's opportunism almost paid. And just a fine touch from the goalkeeper. Kennedy, away again from Nicol, but only as far as Whelan. Dalglish, Dermott, studied build-up, and if anything, anything, Rush took it away from Ray Kennedy's head. Back to Souness. Oh! Fine effort. Well, Liverpool still looking for that crucial opening. Kennedy's there. Dalglish could hit it left foot. Oh, What a screamer that was! And no wonder Souness looks so dejected. What a game Katalinic has had. Well, Souness really whacked that one with everything he'd got, and that must go down as one of the saves of the season. So a corner for Liverpool. They've got the cup behind them now. Dalglish to curl it in. And Nicol it is this time away. Rush misses his kick. And I thought he handled it as well. Free kick again to Liverpool, so the pressure still maintained. Souness, the man who's just been denied. Phil Neal, he likes to crack them as well. He really never got hold of that. Hansen just hoisting it back. Souness. And away from Keegan. Ball to Shannon. Crowd wanted handball, but I think it was off the chest. Hansen. Oh, Dalglish was very clever then, and he's ridden the tackle too. Away for Ian Rush, and Rush, oh, he can't get closer than that. Kenny Dalglish creating the space, he wriggled through and slid his way through the Southampton ranks, rode the tackle well, and Ian Rush a touch away from the first goal of the game. Lawrenson only able to direct that one back towards his own penalty area. Southampton will play it quietly and slowly between themselves. Possession the name of the game for them. Williams not fooled. Keegan, little nick through, and Moran, he's onside. It could be a winner for Southampton, and Moran surely must score. Oh, Steve Moran has caught Liverpool napping. The Liverpool heads are down in the 88th minute, the cross coming in from Williams, and as Keegan put that little nick through, Moran running on into the penalty area, Grobler off his line, and just enough power despite Hansen's challenge for the ball into the net. Steve Moran gets his 10th goal of the season, and it's Liverpool 0, Southampton 1. Southampton have never been able to break Liverpool's dominance here at Anfield down the years. The best they've achieved was a draw 2 years ago, but it looks as though they might steal the points today. Steve Moran will be the talk of Southampton tonight if that goal wins the points here at Anfield for Southampton. The referee's already looked at his watch. Minute of injury time already gone. Mr. Peck having another look at his watch, and there goes the final whistle. A roar from the Southampton supporters. They've made a little bit of history here at Anfield. And Steve Moran, as he goes down into the dressing room, Laurie McManamy telling him to go back to milk the applause, because it was Moran's goal just 3 minutes from time that won the points. And Ivan Katalinic there has had a marvellous day with a string of memorable saves. Liverpool 0, Southampton 1.
So 3 points for Southampton, but for me it was highway robbery. It's incredible how many times you play in games when you dominate the match and then the other team sneaks away to score and gets the 3 points. And as on this occasion, by a very highly controversial goal. This piece of slow motion shows that the referee was right. Watch the bottom left-hand corner. Steve Moran has already moved 4 or 5 yards from when Kevin Keegan played the ball. And now you can see Phil Neal going in the opposite direction, and he is still only level with Moran. So it's nice on this occasion to prove that the referee and his linesman is absolutely right. But one feature that came out of this game was a brilliant play of young Ian Rush. See his control. He's only got one thing that's going forward in his mind, and that is to go forward. And he puts a beautiful through ball to his colleague, young Ronnie Whelan. And here's an amazing piece of determination by the Southampton defender, Nick Holmes. Nick heads it right up into the air. It's eventually going to come down, as you can see. It bobbles, and just watch this for a snapshot on the turn by young Ian Rush. And who's there to block it? That man, Nick Holmes. Ivan Golak doesn't control the ball. Ian is going in full flight. He has a little bit of luck here, sticking it through the legs of Steve Williams. He retrieves the ball again, and who's there to stop him unfairly? But that man, Nick Holmes again. I always like about forward players, and especially strikers. Ian has got all the confidence at the moment, and just look at that shot with Ketelinic well beaten. He finds himself on the outside right position. He's going to leave David Armstrong really sitting on his backside. A lovely cross coming across, and just what Ketelinic, who I thought played absolutely brilliantly, retrieves that ball wonderfully. And this is skill at its most brilliance. Kenny Dalglish leaves 2 fellas absolutely, they didn't know where they're going, and another one. He's looking up, Kenny Dalglish, and he pushes it forward. I thought Ian was going to clip this with his right leg, but he doesn't. He hits it with his left foot, and my word, he wasn't far from putting Liverpool 1-0 up. But this is explosive shooting at its best. I felt that it was a handball there, but it wasn't. It hit his right knee, and my word, doesn't he unleash that? Ketelinic does very, very well. Ian Rush, who I think is going to be the best striker in approximately 1 year to 2 years' time.
Thank you, Derek. I can tell you that another great striker of old, Dennis Law, who was at Anfield yesterday, was also drooling over the performance of Ian Rush. Well, now we can move on to our second game. Again, it's from the First Division, and this time it's a derby match involving 2 clubs from Staffordshire, Wolves and Stoke City, and the commentator, Hugh Johns. Well, I think we wanted another look at the skills there of Steve Moran scoring that goal just 2 minutes from time at Anfield. Certainly I was very impressed by 2 strikers in that match, both Ian Rush and Steve Moran, who's got 10 goals for Southampton this season. And Moran, to me, Derek, he looks a very useful striker as well, does Moran?
I think he's absolutely brilliant. I saw him on Tuesday night, John, and he was superb. The thing that really likes me about this young fella, he has got tremendous speed. And for a little fella, he really...
Matches between Swansea and Liverpool. And who...